Alright guys, you are now official certified consultants under the employ of the Viper City Mayor's office. Tyler proceeds. As soon as we assign you to a precinct, we will put you on call. Tyler handing each of the Westbrooks a folder. Michael staring at the envelope. We are practically cops ourselves now. You can look at it that way if you want, Tyler awkwardly replying. Don't encourage his delusions, Lauren rolling her eyes in Michael's direction, while Rowan and Joseph looking on embarrassed. Guys, a little more professionalism, please. Joseph states. Michael grinning from ear to ear. This is great to see the banter it adds to the image of camaraderie. Tyler joining in the comedy. Well, I will be going now. I will be contacting you guys soon. Give Mrs. Tammy my best. Tyler gesturing to Joseph. Care to walk me out, Joey? Joseph looking at his longtime friend. No problem. Joseph following Rowan and Lauren walking in the other direction, heading back to their everyday lives. Michael standing behind watching the two leave the room. Tyler and Joseph approaching the front entrance of the Westbrook estate. Tyler stops shy of the door. What's going on in that head of yours? Tyler giving a soft jab to Joseph's shoulder. I feel we are going in this blind. Joseph shaking his head. You are, Tyler's head nodding in agreement. No one will blame you. If you guys turn back, you know what this life did to our families. I know, but figuring out where this world is leading was Dad's final will. The stories you tell me about other cities, stuff like that can't stay under wraps forever. Yeah, I get it. Tyler holding his arms in the air to stall the situation. How do you do something that not even governments could do? Joseph's mind beginning to wonder. I don't know, but if anyone can do it, it's the progeny of Gerald Westbrook. Whatever Joseph's eyes glazing over, as if to dismiss the recent statement. I have to get to my side of the dysfunction. Joseph closing the door as the two finish their evening. Joseph making his way back to the living room, he sits down at the couch. The remote in hand, he switches on the television screen. The volume of the television blasting in Joseph's ear. A reporter at a scene standing outside of a standoff. We are outside of a standoff between local law enforcement and an unnamed assailant. Witness accounts say he is brandishing no weapons. But what keeps officers at bay is that the perp seems to display an unnatural strength. Able to take out a full SWAT team single-handedly. Insiders close to the incident claim that officers will have to bring in a special team to handle this strange case. We will bring you more news as it comes live. He shoots for the 3, and it's good. The television channel changing, and a roaring crowd echoes from the television. Joseph sighing. He turns the television off, lifting himself from the couch to exit the room. Joseph now in his room, he paces intensely, thoughts flowing in his mind. He looks over to his dresser. 3 pictures sit in his view. One of his old military team, another with his current fiancée. The final one, Joseph with his father and 3 siblings. Holding the picture up to his face, Joseph looks at the picture intensely. His mind focusing from a memory from long ago. My fault. Joseph shocked back to reality from the sounds of a crash from downstairs. Joseph looking in the direction of the door where the sound reached his ear. He places the picture back down on the dresser. Now fully back to reality, Joseph's eyes now peer over in the opposite end of the dresser top. Joseph grabbing a handgun, holstering it. Joseph heads down the stairs. Joseph passing his bickering siblings as the sight of shattered glass and debris in the family area of the home. Mrs. Tammy ripping Michael a new one. The sight of the damage enraging her. Joseph looking forward. The chaos normal to him. He passes by the innocent dysfunction. Rowan and Lauren looking on Michael being chastised. Lauren catching Joseph at the corner of her eye. The eldest Westbrook entering a room down the opposite end of the house. In the room, he flips a light switch on. The lights in the room slowly come on. Joseph walks to the other side of what looks to be a gun range. Joseph walking toward a hook, holding a pair of headphones and goggles. He places the 2 items on his head. He flips a switch inside the room. A roaring sound echoes, a light radiating from the far side of the room. An elaborate construct displaying intricate contraptions and compartments. Joseph goes to a computer. He types in a command. Input charge mode. The former soldier raising the gun he brought with him. He looks up, analyzing the displaying figures in front of him. Poof, the sound of flipping boards presents itself. Joe holds still. Waiting again, his eyes darting left and right. Poof, and another figure pops up. Joseph holds his figure. Joseph waiting patiently. The silence and anticipation building. He waits for the right time and the right person. Poof, the bust pops up. Joseph's instincts trigger with intensity. He fires a shot, the gun giving off a loud pow. A hole peering through the figure. Joseph showing through the hole in one of the boards. Joe lowers the firearm, examining the results of the exercise. Joseph stands up straight, almost disappointed. Did you find what you were looking for? Pam, what are you doing here? Joseph looking over his shoulder. Hey, Pamela, responding to his acknowledgement. Lauren gave me a call. She thought something might be on your mind. Pamela, taking a look at the computer. I still need to figure out how to get past those eyes. Joseph, responding. You disappointed? She called, Pamela smirking. No, it's good, Joseph replies. The infamous charge mode. A scenario exercise made famous by Dr. Gerald Westbrook. He only carried 3 bullets in his 9. What would that even do against an army? Your dad was not a soldier, Joe. I know that. Joseph sighing, slight defeat in his voice. Gerald Westbrook, one of the greatest minds in the science and alchemy world, Pamela stating. The man that could gain the ear of tyrants and soothe the souls of psychos. My father has told me the stories. Pamela, thinking back. You know, there's only one man that he had to fire this thing on. Joseph, dropping some knowledge. Really, Dr. Westbrook has a body. Pamela, smirking with shock. Joseph laughs at the idea. No, he dismisses the statement. Dad was a neural type. If he couldn't solve a problem with his mind, to him the mission was a failure. During his investigations, his analytical and negotiation skill were legendary. You could say that's the inspiration for what I do. Pamela, nudging Joseph's side, saying that with pride. Why do you do what you do, Joe? Pamela saying more seriously. Joseph, staring at Pamela, then at the gun in his hand. Right now I can't say, he says disappointingly. Don't worry, we have plenty of time to figure that out. Pamela, grabbing Joseph and holding him close. Yes, we do. Joseph, returning the embrace. The two, letting go, exchanging longing stares. Pamela holds up a box of bullets. Until then, were you really satisfied with that one shot? Pam teases. Not at all. A grin forming on his face. Giving Pam a quick peck, the two embracing longer. The two finally letting go. Pamela walks to the computer. She boots up another exercise. The range starting up, an AI sounds starting bio-rampage mode. Bio-rampage mode, what is that? Joseph smirks, in case of a zombie charge. A board pops up. Joseph fires, hitting a bull's eye on the zombie's head. 2 more boards pop up. Joseph fires, hitting his marks. For more, they target moving. Joseph fires, hitting the bull's eye with pinpoint accuracy. Each time, the boards doubling Joseph's shots, hitting their mark with precision. For hours, the gun shots go off into the night. Later that night, Joseph, fresh out the shower, and his night clothes on, begins to walking through the home. Walking past the front area, he sees the study light on. Walking down the halls, Joseph peeks his head into the room. Michael writing notes from an anatomy book. Joseph approaches his younger brother. You know, you have to rest that big brain of yours sometime. Michael looking up from the book. I will rest when this mission is complete. What do you mean? Joseph looking confused. Gerald tasked us with help keeping this science on the straight path, but you can see crime has already gotten its head start. Michael with worry and exhaustion in his voice. Dad was always 3 steps ahead of any problem, while I feel like I am at 10 behind. Michael focusing on the words in the book. My body being weak, learning this science late in life. I didn't take a real first step until I was 17. I don't know if I have what it takes to do this. Joseph, examining Michael's focused demeanor, put a proud grin on his face. I have only seen you this serious one other time. Joseph, closing the gap between the two. Oh yeah, I guess. So Michael's face still planted in the book. The only thing you could think about for months was that surgery. Joseph's mind reminiscing about the past. We had to practically tear you and Laura apart because you were being so obnoxious, Joseph shaking his head jokingly. Michael's sight glazing over to his older brothers. What is your point, Joseph? Michael commenting. Remember what Gerald would say when you would get anxious waiting for the surgery. Michael nodding his head. A rapid mind breeds still hands. Joseph putting his hand on Michael's shoulder. No one is asking you to be Gerald Westbrook. You have a capable mind all of your own. On top of that, you have the three of us. Joseph holding his hands up to highlight, he is there. You will do fine out there. Take everything one step at a time. Not as a soldier or an alchemist, but the best version of yourself. Michael looking to Joseph in agreeance. It takes 4 brains to bring order to a growing ancient science. Michael facepalming. Joseph shrugging. You never know, it may take 100. The two chuckle a little. Thanks, Michael looking on to his brother with a loving respect. You're welcome. Now I am heading to bed. You need to do the same. Tomorrow's training is a 10-mile jog along with 5 rounds with Rowan. Michael sinking into his book in response. Good night, Joseph states. Good night, Michael's voice echoing in the book. Joseph exiting the library, Pam standing there with a long t-shirt on. Joseph looking in amazement. How long were you standing there? Joseph staring down the woman right in front of him. Doesn't really matter, Pamela teasingly stating. Did you guys get the answer you were looking for? Joseph wrapping his arm around Pam as they walk back to his room. You know, I think we did.